when you first read and knew that you were becoming Daryl, where he is at this point, is that where you envisioned him originally?
Yeah. That's very generous of him to say because it's a collaborative effort, all of it. But I mean, there were certain things that I did that became storyline. I said it before, but like Carol kissing me on the forehead, like flinching, like don't hit me. That became Daryl has a damaged past. It was easy to do with Rooker as your brother because he's so overpowering and he's such a tornado of a guy. So, to be under his, to be, in his shadow growing up definitely sets you on a certain path. But, there's many times on this show where I'm like, I should have a dog. And they're like, nope, And I'm like, I need a dog, and so there's certain things where I'll have an idea and I think it's a great idea. I've ever had. So it's definitely a collaborative.
More from the audience over here. Let's go to the next question.
Norman, your character Daryl is a good old southern redneck boy. I'm from the South, I know redneck boys. My question is, being raised in the same household, the same family that Merle was raised in, and as we know, Merle was like one of the most racist, sexist, homophobic characters on the show. How did Daryl become so different from Merle?
Well, I mean, that's something I wanted to do, and I fought for that as well. There were scripts where I said racist things, and I took drugs, and I was like that. I was little Merle, and I wanted to play it more like an Al-Anon person than an Alcoholics Anonymous person. Like, I grew up with that, and I hated being that person, so it was a chip on my shoulder. So, and I find that more interesting to, have that sort of thing in your household, and you're like, man, this is my life, and I'm trapped. So you're sort of trapped within a trap. So I fought not to do that, and I fought as if I was embarrassed of that. And so when Merle leaves the show, it's an opportunity for growth, and now I'm forced to be a new person, but I'm also free to become a new person. And I always thought that was more interesting, than just being another Merle. So I asked that they change that, and they were gracious enough to change that and hear me out, and take that character in directions that were new that I never even thought of. So, like I said, it's a collaborative gig, so I don't know, I just thought it was more interesting, so I did that. I love you too.
Okay, my question. Hi, I'm Chelsea. I'm from Columbia, South Carolina.
What's up, Chelsea?
Go Gamecocks!
You're hot, and on behalf of all my girlfriends, they all want to marry you.
Jeez.
So, yeah.
That sounds like a
lot of
trouble.
single ladies out there. But okay, to get to my question, it's from my son's first grade teacher, who's amazing, from Lee Park Elementary. Her name's Amanda Carlock. And her question to you is, Daryl was going back to help protect his new home, but turned back when Rick seemed to be in trouble. Do you think he would have taken off or stayed course if people leading the walkers away had been someone like Carol, Michonne, Maggie, or Glenn?
Well, I'm not really allowed to talk about that, but I don't think
kind of that line.
I will say it wasn't Rick specific. I'll say that.
Okay.
Thank you.
No problem.
Wait, I got one.
All right, we're gonna go over. We got one. Good.
So, talking about Daryl's character and Rick, Daryl seems to be the voice of reason lately, I would say, especially with Rick kind of pulling him back a little bit. Does Daryl, maybe you don't agree with that, I'd like to know, but does Daryl still have complete trust in Rick, or Rick's been getting pretty dark lately?
I think those two characters have each other's back quite a bit, and I think that Rick sort of became the brother that Merle wasn't to Daryl. You know, it's interesting, that back and forth. You know, I'm very happy to be Robin to his Batman, you know, and in real life we're kind of like that as well. Like, cause if I don't like something, I'm like just flip the table over, and he's like, let me talk to him. You know what I mean? So we're very much like that in real life. Couth, I don't have any couth. But you know, even that actor, like Andy's one of my best friends now, and that dude's first one on set in the morning, he's the last one to leave. If there's a new character, he's the first person to go shake the guy's hand or the girl's hand and welcome them, and I kind of go Daryl mode, and I'm like, who's this guy? I want to see this guy get bruised up before I make a judgment, you know? You know, I mean, like, poor Chad, I didn't talk to Chad for like 2 months when he came on. I was like, who's this guy? Who does he think he is? And then he just won everyone over because he's so awesome. But I kind of do that, and, you know, to be honest, and he's a better Boy Scout than me, I think.
Has he influenced you in any way? Has he influenced you in any way?
Oh, all the time. I mean, all the time. He's such a good guy. Like, he's such a good guy, and he deserves all the success that he's getting. But I can say that about everybody on the cast. I mean, you know, I've watched Steven go from here to here to here to here to here. I've watched Carol, Shu, I've watched all of them really own these characters, and, you know, everyone's constantly impressing everyone, you know. I don't think there's a single cast member that I haven't gone, hey, what do you think, should I try this? I mean, I can say that to all of them, and they will give me an honest answer. You know? Chandler, oh God, I go to Chandler all the time. Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah. Chandler's, oh my God, he's got such good stuff, and he's such a cool dude. I remember Chandler like this big, you know. I mean, we found like a cassette tape on the ground, and he was like, "What's this?" You know what I mean? Like, yeah.
I bet he looks up to you. Are you
And we
his
kind
big
of have
brother?
the same haircut going on right now. He's my kid. Nobody knows that. It's a spoiler. Yeah, but you know, Chandler's a dude. You know, it's funny too, because like when we first started this show, you know, that, you know, watching Chandler be on the show, it went from like, come on, dude, like we, you know, I remember we did Terminus in the, not Terminus, but the CDC in the first season, and he and I are like making up dances and, you know, decontamination, you know, like all this stuff. And now I just have like 12-year-old girls going, oh my God, can you tell Chandler I love him? You know, like it's changed so much.
It's Beatlemania over there.
Yeah, he's a little heartthrob, that dude. Yeah, and he's super cool, so.
All right, we're gonna go this way.
Hello, James. What's going on? Hi, my name is Christine, and I am from Chicago. Just wanted to say, yeah, go Cubs. So yeah, my birthday was on Thursday, so I came here just to see you and someone else named Andrew. I don't know. So,
Happy birthday!
Thank you. So my question is, I've been reading about the new reality show that you have coming from Chicago. Are you going to visit Chicago or any place in the Midwest?
I don't know where we're going first. I'm not sure.
You gotta stay warm for a while.
Pardon?
You gotta stay south and warm for a while.
Yeah, I mean, there's a whole bunch of stuff I want to do with that, and it's kind of